A 2-zip lead on Minnesota. Nikola Jokic off his 22nd career playoff triple-double. Only Magic and LeBron have more. What a start for Denver. Jokic to Jamal Murray. The Nuggets led 24-11 after Murray completed the 4-point play. And then next possession, same combination, same outcome. Back-to-back 4-point plays for Murray. Later in the first, Tim Hardaway Jr. and one. Denver, the first team with 3 converted 4-point plays in any quarter in the play-by-play era. Denver led by 14 after 1. This was a blowout, except back comes Minnesota. Julius Randle was a beast in this game. Wolves down 8. And then Ant-Man blows past Joker, finishes up over Aaron Gordon. He had a knee injury early on in this one, played through it. Ant-Man buries the 3. Minnesota takes the lead. And then closing seconds of the first half, Murray from half court to tie this one up at 64, headed into the locker room. Midway through the third, Denver down 2. The Joker started to pick up the scoring. Drano on the 3 to give Denver a 1-point lead. Later in the third, how about 16 in the third quarter from Jokic? Denver up 3, headed to the fourth. In the fourth, Joker off the mark. Minnesota the other way. Dante DiVincenzo to a wide open Jaden McDaniels. Minnesota back in front by 1. Next Nuggets possession. DiVincenzo off the miss. The other way. What a factor he was in that fourth quarter. Wolves in front by 3. 2 minutes to go. Off the Ant-Man miss. Rudy Gobert going to work and throwing it down. Minnesota in front by 4. Under a minute to go. Jokic right back at Gobert. Stuffs it over the Stifle Tower. Denver suddenly down just 2. 30 seconds to go. Still a 2-point game. Watch Jokic. Led the NBA in assists this year. Fortuitous bounce to Christian Brown, who gets fouled. 2 free throws to tie it. First one, too strong. He would make the second, so a 1-point game. 15 seconds to go. Denver down 3. After Minnesota made a pair of free throws. Murray, the step back 2, no. Defensive rebound cleared by DiVincenzo, who's going to throw it down and put this one away. Minnesota takes game 2, 119-114.
NBA is all about, not that bull jive that we saw the other night. This is what it's about here. Thank you guys for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Y'all know who I am. I'm your favorite unk. My partner and co-host, Liberty City's own Bingo Great. That is Chad Ochocinco Johnson, and the 7-time NBA All-Star from the Atlanta Hawks, University of Arkansas alum. That is ISO Joe Johnson. Yeah, he been tweeting out. There he go. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Thank you guys for your support and your continued support. It's nights like this that we greatly appreciate your eyes, ears, and your word of mouth. So again, thank you for your support and your continued support. Those looking to purchase a bottle of Shea by LaPortier, head over to LaPortierCognac.com if it's currently unavailable in a state or city near you. Remember, it is a premium VSOP cognac that drinks more like an XO, but what you should do is try it and compare it against other cognacs you may have tried or are looking to try, and you'll see we have the best tasting, smoothest cognac on the market. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. The Wolves head into Denver and tie the series at 1-1. Rudy Gobert, I thought this was the first time that I've actually seen someone actually bother Nikola Jokic. Rudy Gobert bothered him tonight, Joe, and this was one of the reasons that they won. And Rudy, the last couple of games, you only had 2 points, but your presence was greatly felt. Ant-Man was Ant-Man. Drew Randle did what Drew Randle does. I mean, they just got an all-around team effort tonight, and that was the difference in the ball game as they go in and get a 119-114 victory over the Denver Nuggets. And now, as Joe said, the series doesn't start till the road team wins a game on the opposing team's court. And both road teams, 2 of the 3 road teams tonight, won on the opposing team home court. Joe, How did Minnesota do it? They were down by 19 in the second quarter, and all of a sudden you look up and they're tied at half.
Hey man, hey, them ain't no dogs over there, Uncle Ocho. They got some young wolves over there. You hear me? Huh? Hey, man, the resiliency that they showed in that first half to get down by what 19 points, and then come back and fight back and take the lead, and from there, pretty much manage the game throughout. I want to give a huge shout out to Rudy Gobert and the challenge that he took, making Jokic take them tough shots. That's what it's about. Not only that, but you see what Minnesota game plan is? Jokic, we ain't going to let your ass rest on defense.
Nope.
Nah, we're going to seek you out in this pick and roll. We're going to go at you every time. You're going to have to guard, and you're going to have to score, assist. They making them work, man. Hey, them boys look good tonight, man.
I thought what they did, in the first half, guys, Yoke, just watching him, he was really trying to get everybody involved. Joe, he really wasn't doing anything. And then all of a sudden,
he didn't shoot. He didn't take his first shot to about 3 minutes in the first quarter.
And then you go look at Rudy gets in foul trouble in the third quarter, and they bring Nas Reed in. And all of a sudden, he started hunting. I think he scored 16, 17 points in the third quarter because he started hunting. He's like, oh, no. You got no chance. You ain't got enough bricks in your back pocket. And even though Rudy might not have bricks in his back pocket, he has length that could disturb me, that can bother me. You see tonight, 8 of 20, 1 of 7 from the three. You can live with that. You can live with that number. And he only had 8 assists. So if I'm going to make him insufficient, and I'm not going to allow him to have double digits, that means other guys are getting clean, easy looks. I can live with that. I just got one question, Ocho. I'm trying to figure out what Jamal Murray was thinking. They're down 3. He gets the pick from Jokic and has a shot at a clean 3. He passes it up to walk inside and take a 2. He had to be confused and thought they were down by 2. There is no other way to explain what he did.
Yeah, I think he was. I don't know what he was thinking on that play, honestly. But man, he looked great in that first quarter. Obviously, shooting 11 for 25. If I'm Minnesota, I'm gonna live with that, Uncle Ocho.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We making them dudes work, man. We limiting everybody else. Hardaway came off the bench and gave you great production, but for the most part, man, you just got to handle them two monsters. If you can collectively have guys from the Minnesota Timberwolves step up, Nas Reed. I like the Desamu kid from the Bulls. I love the energy that he play with. You know what I mean?
Bones Highland was good tonight.
Ooh.
Bones Highland was big because he was the key. He and Desomu, they were the key in the second quarter to get them back in the ball game.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ocho. What you like?
I mean, shit, tonight game, goddamn, the Wolves. The Wolves played really good. They were down by a whole heave of a lot. You know, in the first half, I thought it was gonna be one of those games, Joe. I'm gonna just be honest with you, Unc. I thought I was gonna have to turn it off, and damn, in the second quarter, I thought it was gonna be a blowout. Not only were they losing by 17, 18 at one point, Jokic wasn't even doing nothing. He wasn't even involved. He was just facilitating. He hadn't even inserted himself into the ball game yet. Hell, I get up, I go to goddamn Waffle House, I come back, but hey, Joe, the game tied up. The game is tied up. Let's talk about, the word you use, resiliency. I can't even spell it, but I know how to say it, and that's what the Bulls were tonight. Goddamn, Ant-Man is going to always be Ant-Man. DiVincenzo, boy, he came to play ball. Goddamn, Julius Randle came to play ball. Listen, Rudy Gobert didn't give you nothing on offense, but defensively, using that length to disrupt everything that Joker wanted to do was phenomenal.
Bro.
Now, if we can get him to play like this every goddamn night, maybe not on the defense end, but on the defense end, always making things difficult for Jokic, I think they got a good chance. Maybe not to win the series, but to take them young Bulls to goddamn 7.
You don't think Minnesota got a chance to win?
Hell yeah.
The series, Joe?
You tripping. Yeah.
This is what they did last time they beat them.
Hey, hold on. I understand what you're talking about. Now, one of the missing pieces tonight for the goddamn Nuggets now, Aaron Gordon, we need something from you now, baby. Aaron Gordon, we need more from you outside of 9 goddamn points now.
Hey, I seen a lot of Wolves tonight. I mean, I'm talking about dudes that were just relentless. It was like almost on some real Debo backyard basketball type. You know what I'm saying? Like for real, Ocho. Like I always tell y'all, in the playoffs, bro, we already know your plays. Now we just got to match this energy that y'all got. Playing in Denver, it's tough. It's tough playing up there in that
altitude. You saw them guys on hands on knees.
What? I'm talking first quarter. First quarter, you be gassing for air. So I know what it takes to go in that building and win, bro. And man, Denver a tough team, but the Timberwolves. This is what I'm talking about. When you had them other guys step up, when your bench play like that, Highland, DeSamu, and Reed, all those guys chip in with 10, 11, 12 points, and you got your big Ant-Man leading the way. Minnesota gonna be tough to beat, bro.
If I can make Jamal Murray and Jokic shoot a combined 19 or 45,
yes,
I can live with that. I know they had 54 points, but it was the inefficiency in which they shot the basketball. I'll live with that. If Jokic gonna give you 24 points on 20 shots,
right?
I'll live with that. If Jamal Murray's gonna give you 30 points on 25 shots, I'll live with that. But I can't have Jokic giving you 24 on 11 shots. I can't have Jamal Murray going to the free throw line and shooting 17, 18 free throws. So they did a great job. Remember, Joe, he shot 16 to 16. He was 2 of 2 for the night.
Yeah.
So Finch, like, hey, man, if we keep his ass off the line, if he makes tough shots, we got to live with that.
Got to live with that.
Got to.
He hit, think about it. He had 2 and 1 threes in the first quarter. They had 3 and 1 threes in the first quarter. And they withstood that. Valanciunas, if you notice, Valanciunas didn't play anymore after that bull jive he pulled in the second quarter.
Yeah.
and it cost them the game late in the ball game because when Yoke was on the bench, they couldn't get any offensive rebounds. They couldn't get any defensive rebounds. And so now the second chance points started to pile up, all because they had lost confidence in Valanciunas because he was out there bull jiving around, picking up dumb fouls, getting technical calls. He was just doing on some bull jive, and he didn't see the floor again.
Hey, I like Jaden Daniels. I'm tell you why. Even him and Rudy Gobert are very keys to Minnesota winning this series. I'm gonna tell y'all why. Because of their length, they're both long and great defenders. And if they can stay disciplined like they were disciplined tonight, Uncle Ocho, not going for a lot of them pump fakes and all that, contesting late, making Jokic shoot all them tough shots, hell, making Murray take over 25, taking 25 shots or more, bro, you're going to be able to live with that. You're going to make it work. Because remember now, Murray got off to that hot start.
He had 23 in the first half, Joe.
Yeah, but in the first quarter, hell, he was hot as fish the first quarter. That's why Jokic really wasn't shooting. He seen how hot he was.
Didn't want to mess
and
his
from
rhythm
that
up.
point on, yeah. But I thought Jay McDaniels kind of wore him down too. That's what I'm saying. By chasing him, making it tough for him, picking him up. And that's what you got to expect when it comes late in the games, bro. That extended pressure is what's going to help you prevail if you got guys who can play that type of defense for 48 minutes.
I thought Aaron Gordon took some shots, some threes. I thought Jamal Murray, the frustration and the fatigue started to mount on him, and they took some really tough shots that was uncalled. There's no way you taking a double pump clutch, a 3-point shot. You can't tell me there's not a better shot to be had than what you just did, Jamal Murray. Ain't no way in hell. Airballed it. You can't tell me there's not a better shot to be had if you swing it one more time. Maybe swing it and it comes back to you. Yeah. But I thought, and it wasn't, even though we can say, okay, Yoke and Murray didn't play well, there had to be a reason. Okay, what was the reason that they didn't play well? Minnesota Timberwolves. Now you look at Rudy and people go like, well, how y'all keep talking about Rudy? The man had 2 points and no blocks, and he was a 4-time defensive player of the year. But all those shots that he altered. You look at Jokic. Jokic felt his presence. All those guys coming to the lane, they felt his presence. Sometimes it's not about blocking the shot. Sometimes it's about making you think, I ain't got nothing in there. Let me pull this thing back out. Whereas before, Jokic was having his way with Rudy Gobert. And for the better part of his career, he's had his way. But not tonight. Rudy deserved the game. Joe, you said it. Drew Randall played well. He was 7 of 14. Jaden McDaniel, 7 of 15. Dante DiVincenzo, that big 3 that he pulled up from like 24, 25 was huge. He had 16 big points. Ant-Man had 30. Nas Reed had 11. Bones Highland had 13. But Rudy Gobert, those 2 points, what you were able to do against Jokic, that was the key, the difference in the ball game. Because if you let him be efficient, he took 20 shots. So if he shoot his normal 57%, that means he's going to make 13 or 14 of those, Joe.
Right.
So now
Yeah,
all of a
that's
sudden
a
that
easy-
24, it's going to be 32, 34,
Yeah.
Right.
15 and 8.
Yeah.
Now we might be having a different discussion. But
Hold
the
on.
Minnesota
Hey.
Timberwolves, y'all dug deep. Y'all showed me something in that second quarter.
Now, listen. We talk about them digging deep, obviously, and you look at the series being tied 1-1. If I'm not
Yes.
mistaken, I think both of y'all. If I'm not mistaken, correct me if I am wrong. When we talked about this series, I could have swore both of you picked the Nuggets to win, because I forgot. I might have been you. I'm say I'm not betting against Joker. If I'm correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not betting
Yeah,
against
I
Joker.
picked the Nuggets.
Nah, I don't think I mean, we got to run the tape back, but I don't think I
It
would.
might have been,
I probably
but
wouldn't
I'm
with
just saying,
Denver.
after seeing the game tonight, after seeing the way the Timberwolves played, does your decision on the goddamn Nuggets winning this series, does it change now based on the way the Wolves played? What you think?
For me,
So
no, because I don't believe Rudy Gobert can play like this 3 more games.
Okay.
Well, that's yet to be
Yes, sir.
seen. I think, but that is questionable. Can Minnesota can they carbon copy a game like this
Right.
again? You know, you got home court advantage
Yep.
now. So can you go home, protect your
Steal
house?
2 at home.
That's basically all you need to do
Right.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you look, but I think the thing is you got to be careful because if you're not careful, you'll have a letdown. Say, oh, we did what we came to do,
Right.
which was steal a game and get home court. And I'll be damned if you don't go home and let your guard down and they take it right back. So the thing is now in tennis, what you do, you break serve, can you consolidate it?
Right.
You break somebody's serve, now can you win the next service game?
Mm-hmm.
Now
Hey.
you put pressure on them. Now, if you let them, if
Yeah.
you can't consolidate it, what have you done? You let them take home court right back.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's what you don't want to do, because you know when you playing on the road, it's just you and your teammates. You feel me? Like, you know, it ain't nobody else out there with y'all. It's just y'all. So you know you got that. You feel me? Ain't nobody really in your space. You know what I mean? Meaning like your family, maybe your wife, your girl, your kids, all that. But man, when you get back home, you know, all that's now, now you back picking up kids from school and you doing all this extra stuff. I'm keeping it real, bro. And then you start to let your guard down a little bit. And now in game 3, you like, damn, we did all that for nothing.
You let your guard down,
me?
Joe, because you know why? You at home. You
Right.
comfortable. You done got comfortable. You know what I'm saying? When you on the road, that ain't your bed. Hey, you get your ass up, you walk downstairs, you eat breakfast, you know, you go to shoot around, you know what I'm saying, on the road. But now you in your whip, you driving to the stadium, listen to your tunes, you doing all the stuff that you don't normally do on the road. So you done got comfortable. Whereas before you weren't comfortable. And so they come in, they flip the road. They're uncomfortable. They're desperate. They know that in order, because now Minnesota said all we got to do is just hold serve. We ain't got to win another game in Denver. All we got to do is hold serve at home, and we good.
Hey, boy, I can see Kevin Garnett in there right now.
Okay. Yeah, Joe, Joe, you own it, but Joe, you know something, don't you?
Yeah, I've been trying to tell you.
Hey, that one thing about it, but Joe,
this one game.
What?
It's one game.
It's just a game. We got more games to talk about, but it's just one game. But when does the playoffs start? When does the playoffs
when a team
start?
wins or when a team wins away?
Hello,
Joe, I'm with you, Joe. I'm with you, Joe.
Hey, we got some bad. We playing some
Hey,
basketball. Now,
Joe.
bro.
Matter of fact, hey, you smart, boy. You know something about this thing. It almost act like you played before, huh?
Yeah. Hey, listen. I done had my fair share, Ocho. I know a little something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know a little something.
It looked like it.
Yeah. Hey, you in the hole too, by the way. But
Whoa.
go ahead.
I'll wait. Go ahead. I'll wait.
Yeah, I just thought. I mean, I was thinking the same thing everybody was thinking. They got out to that great start. They scored 37, 39 points in the first quarter.
Thinking,
They're up 19 in the second quarter, and then all of a sudden, you get Bones Highland, you get the Soul Mode, you get those guys come in and they chip away, and before you know it, a 19-point lead, and all of a sudden it's 8, and all of a sudden it's 4, and all of a sudden you're like, hold on, they done came back and damn tucked the lead. Now the Nuggets got to scrap back to tie this thing up to go into the half.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, damn.
Hey.
But Valanciunas, bro, you pull your pants down tonight, man. That was awful. Think about it. He played 3 minutes.
Yeah.
There's a reason why. you play a Jokic, he's supposed to be come in because he's a big that can score if need be. He can, he can set great picks. He can rebound the basketball. What was that?
Man out there playing.
Picked up 2 quick fouls.
Hey, boy, hey, look.
And in 3 minutes, down for.
Hey, if I'm Ant-Man and Drew Randall, boy, I'm thinking the bench, Nas Reed, Bones Highland, DeSamu. I'm thinking Rudy Gobert, because listen, them dudes won you that game today. Now, you know, we going to need him and Ant-Man to step up.
You go home, your big guns got to fire for you. Because your role players did what they're supposed to do on the road, Joe.
Man, hey, that was huge, bro. Hey, but I do expect the road guys to play a little better at home too. I know this is a good game for them, but I expect I expect Nas Reed to have a 20-point, 25-point game in one of these games this series.
Aaron Gordon got to give him a little bit more. Spencer Jones got some good cardio in there tonight. 10 minutes, no points, no field goal attempts. He did get 2 rebounds, but he had some nice cardio, so he don't have to do any conditioning after the game, Joe. His legs nice and loose.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Tim Hardaway Jr. played well, bro. Bro, how you go perfect from the 3-point line and you miss your free throws?
Damn free throws.
They got beat on the glass. I mean, because normally Jokic is giving you 13 tonight. He gave you 15 tonight.
Yeah. Hey, look, they getting good. I mean, I thought there was a big game from Tim Hardaway. They getting some pretty good contribution from guys.
Bruce Brown played well too, Joe.
Yeah, he did. He did play well. But I just believe in Minnesota bench more than I do
the Nuggets.
The Minnesota, I'm for real, man. They got some guys who you can get to. They can go get you a bucket for real. Like them boys, hey. Boy, listen. Minnesota showed me something.
Because who you used to play for?
Who you say?
Bones Highland.
Oh yeah, he came from them.
He felt like you ain't hit the Bulls when he came in the game.
Yeah, he felt like they slided him over there. They gonna get his best.
They let him hit a little bit.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
But he wanted to play well. He did hit some big threes, 4 or 5 from the field, 2 or 2 from the free throw line. But yeah, I mean, you look at their bench, they gave you 33 points. The bench gave you 33 points. Outscored them by plus 10. They out-rebounded them, out-assisted them. Had more steals.
Yeah, they outworked them.
This was
after the first few minutes.
Team win for the Timberwolves. The guys played well, and I think the thing is when you're on the road and you down, it's easy. Crowd is going crazy. Yeah. We've all been on the road. And the home team get off to a great start. They jump out on us, show 10-0, 14-0, and everybody going crazy. But hey, all of a sudden you make a play. Defense gets a turnover. You get a score, and next thing you know, the defense stops them. You back on the field, and now we got a tie ball game. Okay, let's play. Once Minnesota got that thing even, okay, now let's play basketball.
Yeah, they settled in.
Play now.
Sometimes all you gotta do is relax, take a couple deep breaths, bro, and that's what it seemed like happened. Because once they made them subs and them subs came in and got to it, they got right back in the game, bro. And from that point on, it was neck and neck. I mean, they took the lead. You know what I mean? Went up by like 6 at one point. I think it was probably, but they shocked me. I didn't think they could keep the pace up, Uncle Ocho. When they came back, I said, boy, them boys dog tired out there. They steady bending over, grabbing their shorts. I said, hell, ain't no way. I said, fourth quarter. I said, that's when Denver gonna jump down on them.
Nah. Hey,
them boys steady chopping wood.
Hey, if I'm the Nuggets, I'm looking at Aaron Gordon. I'm looking at Spencer Jones and Valanciunas like Tupac was standing at that locker. When they closed that locker, Tupac standing right there looking at him. That's how I'm looking at him.
In juice, yeah.
Cause boy, that was some bullshit tonight. Ain't no way you're supposed to lose. That team with those 2 guys running the show. You won a championship, and those guys probably we know Jokic is going to be Jokic, Wemby, and Shea probably going to be unanimous first team All NBA selection.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And you get a 19-point lead, you got to be able to hold that.
Yeah.
You got to be able to hold that.
Hey, this is a tough matchup for Denver, man, because of Minnesota's length. You know what I mean? Like we talk a lot about Minnesota, how great they are offensively, how good Jokic is offensively, but defensively, hell, he could be a liability out there.
Oh, yeah.
Ocho.
Yeah.
Hey, Joe, Uncle Joe, they put Jokic in that goddamn blender. And that guy, I mean, I call the pick and roll the blender. And you know, you put the big man in the blender, man, have him turn like a goddamn merry-go-round top. Shoot, ain't nothing he could do.
Now, hey, listen, they were seeking him out at times. They would just, if it's like if he was guarding Ocho, I throw it to Ocho. You got to go into your bag. You got to go at him. That seemed like what Minnesota's game plan was. It was like, man, look, we can't let his ass rest on defense.
Well, you saw what they did.
If he gonna play in that,
they switched him off, Drew Randall, and put him on McDaniel. And they put Aaron Gordon. Said, Aaron Gordon, you deal with it, cause you know, hey, Drew gonna put his head down. He gonna put that crossover on you, and he gonna get to that left hand, and he gonna lay it up.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
you already know what he gonna do.
Hey, I like Julius Randle energy too. He got to keep that same energy. He can't be out there deferring to Ant-Man. He got to be aggressive when need be. You feel me? You know what I mean? Ant-Man gonna be Ant-Man. He gonna do his thing. But I think when he has another guy, meaning Drew Randle, I like even McDaniels when he starts to be aggressive sometime offensively going at his man. Man, don't let none of these dudes rest, bro.